Greetings, here is Group 3 Meeting 1 notes. Nicole Baker was the facilitator, Brittany Bernard was the recorder, Chantel Duncan was the timekeeper, and our fourth member, Malwania Raven. Nicole is a 5th grade teacher, Brittany is a pre-K teacher, and Chantel and Malwania are not in the classroom at the moment. So first we look at Nicole's data. It is the results of students' 5th grade math and reading benchmark. So here the data is organized by the standards. Here's each standard being tested, the number of questions for each standard, and then the number of students that scored basic, proficient, and advanced. So here we see 77 students in red, basic, 24 students in yellow, proficient, and 33 students in advanced for that specific standard. And then here is the percentage of students achievement band. This is her students, and this is the district's. So they get to see the data up against the entire district's average percentage. Again, this is another literacy benchmark data. And here is math. All right. Here are our notice statements. Notice there's a lot of red areas in the data, meaning room for improvement. Notice in math, there's a slightly higher percentage of students in the red in the school than in the district. And in literacy, there's a slightly lower percentage of students in the red in the school than in the district. And the diagrams contain large amounts of red in different categories. Chantel, notice that the diagrams contain large amounts of red. Notice that the student and district bars are closely leveled. Right. Malwania statements, the district as a whole needs to improve. Large amounts of red. Students are doing better in literacy. Students are not doing well in math. Wonder statements for Nicole's data. I wonder what the column where the 3 colored blocks in the description row, what does that percentage mean? Wonder what strategies will be put in place to increase math proficiency. Wonder why they may be struggling more than math and literacy. Chantel, wonder how many schools are within the district. Wonder how the teachers utilize the data presented in order to improve teaching quality within classrooms, and wonder what techniques are used to prepare students for these standardized tests. Malwania, wonder what the 4th column with the 3 colors means. Wonders what the school and district are doing to improve this score, and wonder if the tests are not too difficult for the students. Exploratory questions. How can the information gathered from this data be integrated into the upcoming lessons without falling behind on the pacing calendar? And looking at this data, how did you respond and what changes were made? So now Brittany's data shows scores from the most recent assessment period. It shows math constructs, quantification, and comparative value. And then it shows language and literacy constructs, phoneme elision, phoneme substitution, phoneme blending, and expressive language. The data is broken up into different colors. Purple indicates advanced, green on track, yellow needs support, and red is instructional intervention. And the far right column is, so here is language and literacy. Here are all the students, and these are the different marking periods. Baseline is the beginning of the year, PM1, PM2. So right now we are at PM2. So here are the construct. This is in language and literacy, phoneme substitution, and expressive language. So this is our marking period, and this is what the students, what they received, their grade that they received. So purple is accelerated, green is on track, yellow is needs support, and red is instructional intervention. Here's another language and literacy, different constructs, phoneme elision and phoneme blending, and their scores, and math, their scores for quantification and comparative value, their scores. So the notice statements, I noticed that for phoneme substitution, there are students who are green, even though they have 0 and 50%. I noticed that all students have mastered number concepts comparative value. Chantel, I noticed the PM2 category of math concepts seems to be difficult for students. And Malwania, students are mastering math and literacy constructs very well. And I'll just do a few of the wonder statements. I wonder why those are in green even with scores of 0%. I wonder why students struggle so much with quantification. I wonder how many schools is within the district. Chantel statements, I wonder what goals were set to help students in red achieve what students in green have achieved. I wonder how in-depth the number concepts curriculum is for a pre-K3 class. And I wonder some mismatches in the color codes and testing pre-K students. So the exploratory questions was, what will the teacher do differently in their daily lessons to increase quantification and phoneme blending skills? And are there other assessments throughout the marking period besides the PM1, PM2, PM3 assessments? All right, and that is our group notes. Thank you.